Well, happy Christmas, and it's been quite a year. You're joining me at Mount St Bernard's Abbey near Colville. It's one of my favourite spots and a place where, of course, they do Christmas rather well. It's the only order of Trappist Cistercians in England, and they also brew rather a good beer here. The church was designed by Augustus Bridgen, the architect who also built large parts of the Palace of Westminster, another place I spend a lot of time. If you told me last Christmas that I'd begin the year as a Conservative but be thrown out of the party for quoting an Israeli doctor, spend 6 months as a member of a disruptive political startup run by a brave actor, and at the end of the year be facing a general election as an independent, I'd never have believed you. But I think we're all getting used to things not turning out the way we planned. If ever there was a time to do something different, it's now. If ever there was a moment to offer the electorate a genuine choice, this is surely it. On the 16th of January, Parliament will debate properly. A proper debate, the spike in excess deaths we've seen. I've said many times what I believe is causing it. And instead of running and hiding as they've done so far, let those who don't agree come to the House and debate me there, as Bridgen no doubt imagined they would when he designed those spaces all those years ago. That dark subject has occupied much of my thoughts of late, and at this dark time of year, it's easy to forget the light. But we mustn't. We're privileged to live in a beautiful, prosperous corner of the county, and I will never stop fighting to make sure it stays that way. The economic growth here is amongst the highest in the country, and there are 20% more jobs here than there are people of working age. It's the only part of Leicestershire where salaries are above the national average. New houses have gone up to keep prices down. And in 2019 it was voted the happiest place to live in the Midlands. Measham has at last escaped the shadow of HS2. A canal regeneration and housing project will now go ahead. 10 years delayed, but better late than never. And of far more use to the people here than a train that would have whistled through. Despite the economic downturn, Ashby de la Zouch continues to thrive, with its active town council and iconic Market Street. Globalists would have you believe civic pride is a concept that has had its day. Well, they haven't been to Ashby de la Zouch, have they? Castle Donington has been a village since the 11th century, but new housing, new residents, and a new confidence for the future will soon transform it into a town. The challenge there is to ensure that the provision of services keeps pace with its growing population. Successful projects like the East Midlands Gateway will fund that infrastructure through retained business rates and continue to provide jobs for the new communities and new residents who will make their homes here. I will continue to oppose plans for a free port in Dysworth. There are places in the region where it can do far more good. It is not needed here, and I will make that case. In Kegworth, hundreds of illegal migrants are still housed in this hotel, but the contract with the Home Office runs out next month. Many of you have expressed your concerns about this to me. I have passed them on to the new Immigration Minister and demanded that contract is not renewed next month. Here in Colville, things are changing too. The town's got a new sports centre this year. Just one sign that this gritty former mining town will not be left behind. Inward investment and housing development will support the future of Colville. Now the industry from which it draws its name has faded into the past. So whilst global events may worry you and make the world seem dark, I'd ask you to remember that here, in our corner of the county, we've always made it through. I've never lost an election, and I don't intend to start this year. But with so little real action from the blue team and the red team on things that really matter to you, fighting as an independent is the best place for me to be. So enjoy Christmas with your friends and family, and I'll see you in 2024, which I promise you is going to be an exciting year. Look who's just arrived. It's Santa. You're going to be busy for the next few days, I hear.
I'm going to be very busy.
And hopefully you're going to make some children very happy.
I'll make some children very happy and hope you're going to make some people very happy.
Do you think an independent can win in North West Leicestershire at the next election?
I believe you can.
Well, that's an endorsement from Santa at Mount St Bernard's Abbey just before Christmas. I think that's the best Christmas present I could have. Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome. Have a lovely Christmas.
Merry Christmas to us all.